Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sent a lovely whiff of joy into the air. Terribly sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh. We're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right. You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Some of the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more. Isn't technology wonderful? You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No, of course not. Just press the send button below the news story you want and whoosh! It will magically appear on my teleprompter. Be sure to hit the send button, otherwise I won't get the news story. Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show today. Just remember that we only want to see good news. Fortunately, all the news in Wellington Wells is good. Here we go. On in 5, 4, 3.
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the good news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. Have you seen any dead bodies on the... Oh dear. No, of course I haven't seen any dead bodies on the street. How ridiculous. Although, I did, do you know what? I did see one the other day. And then he got up and walked away. Yes, it was an actor rehearsing for a show. The Hamlin Thespian Troupe is rehearsing a lively new murder mystery to be performed al fresco on the streets of Wellington Wells. According to the director, Christy Baskerville, the innocent butler is a rip-roaring whodunit sure to delight audiences. I don't mean to spoil the suspense, but it has a happy ending. It turns out that nobody was dead at all. Please bear with me while my producer tries to learn what's what. Well, here we go with the next news story. Inspector Royston Luckenbill... Oh, come on, really? Reminds the public that the alleged murderer, known as Foggy Jack, does not exist. He's just a fairy tale, and we all know how horrible those are. There were definitely no victims found in the streets in the morning with certain organs surgically removed. No. And, gosh, even if there were, what on earth were those people doing out after dark? Everybody except the constables should be at home listening to Uncle Jack's bedtime stories. And I'm sure that the girls in question were just running with scissors. Next card, please. Now this story appears to be a bit of an improvement. Nigel Bracenose, president of the Wellington Wells Classic Society, has begun translating my Uncle Jack show transcripts into Latin as a hobby. Isn't that marvelous? Well, this is a surprise indeed. Can you imagine your own Uncle Jack? That's me, speaking like Julius Caesar. It can be a bit of a sticky wicket, says Bracenose, as some English expressions don't have counterparts in the language of Cicero. Walter Merton, the Society's treasurer, has decided to join the fun. He's translating the show's transcripts into classical Greek. Since no one else in the village knows either Latin or Greek, this is indeed a labor of love. Gentlemen, I am both flattered and tickled. We don't know who thought it would be amusing, but some of the village compliment machines have been offering rather backhanded praise. A citizen heard one say, "You look well for your age," and "What a creative hairdo." The executive committee has ordered a full inspection of village compliment machines. Should you encounter a cheeky compliment machine, kindly turn it off using the large red button and then report it to the nearest police constable. And don't worry, darling, you really do look marvelous. Next card, please. The legendary Simon Says contest at the Church of St. Genesius is back on! Yes! And the pop star Nick Lightbearer will be their celebrity caller. Mr. Lightbearer has become reclusive of late. His Christmas concert ended abruptly last year when the singer broke down in tears of joy and, well, he was unable to continue, even after fans appreciatively threw kitchen scraps on stage. His managers assure the singer's loyal fans that he no longer has the very bad cold that caused the rest of his concert series to be cancelled. Oh, that was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Yes. Our producer did a pretty swell job for a fan, don't you think, eh?
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery. There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, well, make sure that they're not breaking anything. People tend to get carried away sometimes, don't they? Do you know what makes a party even better? Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors' gallery with water. Nice to hear that lovely joy gas hissing through the ventilator. For the waves on the shore. Now me.
Under your smile,
No one really wants that little sight.
be afraid all you gotta do is run. 'Cause when we were young, we just a child and we start to all we do is smile. Let's try a stranger on for a while. Something could change. We're brand
And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. The sun is up, and the weather is overcast and only slightly rainy, with occasional patches of lovely sunshine. Wakey, wakey, everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear friends. Good morning to you. Well, I hope you all had a lovely night's sleep with lovely dreams. It's shaping up to be a wonderful morning, and I think I can promise you that it's just going to get better all through the day. We all forget things from time to time, so don't forget the most important thing. Is it your tea? Is it your muesli? Is it bacon and eggs? Is it toast? Did you forget to butter your toast?
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know.
Hello. Welcome to today's edition of Humor Hour, the show where you tell me jokes. Well, actually, I tell the jokes, but you send them in. And the first joke comes from Mr. Prentice Gibson of Claverton Down. Mr. Gibson says, what do you call three downers at the bottom of the sea? Not enough downers. Very good. We're starting off very strong today, aren't we? This one is from Brian E. Ditton of Collier's Lane. What's the difference between a downer and a trampoline? You take off your shoes before you jump on a trampoline. How true! How very true! Because you don't want to damage a perfectly good trampoline, do you? Very good indeed. This is from Mrs. Jemima Hughes of Coronation Avenue. And her joke is, if you see a drowning downer, what do you throw him? I don't know, a brick? An anvil? Well, no, you can't very well throw an anvil, can you? What about a grenade? No. Who has grenades these days? Answer, another downer! I told you it was good. That's wonderful. now it's time for I Hear You, the part of our show where Jack Worthing, that's me, answers your letters and questions about our life in Wellington Wells. And my first letter is from Mrs. Emily Cluley of Falkland Road. Dear Uncle Jack, I adore your show and thank you for answering my question. I have a big Victorian bed that my husband inherited from his grandmum, but most nights he crawls off to sleep in the small bedroom in the small bed we have there. He promises that it's not because I snore, but he won't say why he does, and I'm not sure he even knows. He seems a little sad. What should I do? Dear Emily, may I call you Emily? Your letter is quite touching. You know the answer, don't you? Yes. You see, if he seems a little sad, there's only one possible answer. He's off his joy of it, isn't he? Yes. You must encourage him to take his pills, even if he seems a bit defiant. Take him to a doctor. There's no sense in sleeping in a rickety little bed in a small room when you can sleep in a proper English bed in a proper master bedroom. And quite frankly, even if you did snore, if he's taking his joy, then he should sleep soundly regardless. Just make sure he falls asleep before you do, and you both should be fine. Thank you for writing, Emily, and do keep me posted about your progress. Well, that was a bit of a dreary letter, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Forget I read it, will you? Let's take a look at another one, shall we? This one is from Mrs. Purdy Robbins Handley of Oldfield Park. Dear Uncle Jack, my husband won't take off his happy face at home. He won't even take it off in bed. Is that healthy? He says he has nightmares if he takes it off, but it's a little but it's a little creepy in it. She actually wrote in it. And she says, I mean, he could be anyone. Well, Purdy, are you sure he actually is your husband? Well, you can't be too careful these days, can you? No, but seriously, Purdy, we do what it takes to stay happy, don't we? And the happy mask is scientifically sculpted to keep you happy. You see, when your facial muscles are shaped in a smile, well, you can't help feeling happy. Now, normally, I would suggest he take more joy. But some people do have a slight intolerance to joy. Now, if your husband is one of these people, he may just be doing what he needs in order to keep himself up. Certainly, if he's having nightmares without his happy face, well, why on earth should he sleep without it, when he can sleep with it and not have nightmares? So, come on, have a little conjugal consideration and appreciate his good qualities. Assuming he is, after all, not an imposter. Thank you for writing, Purdy. This one is from Poppy Findlay of Twerton Manor.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about it below. Check the links in the description and you can pick which platforms to follow me on. If you're new around here, how about subscribing and clicking the notification bell as I put out new videos every single day. I've been Victor the Dragon and I'll speak to you soon.